Hey guys, Brick Wizard 59 here, and welcome back to my continuation of the top 10 LEGO Star Wars set series. So basically, in this series, I am going over my top 10 LEGO Star Wars sets of each movie as well as Star Wars The Clone Wars. And I had started this series some time back as I felt it was very difficult to choose my top 10 LEGO Star Wars sets overall. So instead, I'd go ahead and just do my top 10 sets from each movie. And I did up to episode 5, and then I know I did take a bit of a break, but I am now back, and we're going to be finishing off this series. So today we're going to take a look at my top 10 LEGO Star Wars Episode 6 sets. And of course, like all the other videos, these are my personal opinions. I know you guys might have differing ones, but I'd love to hear about those down in the comments below. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started and take a look at my top 10 LEGO Star Wars Episode 6 sets. Starting off at number 10, we have Jabbas Message and Jabbas Prize. Now, I know they're two different sets, but they're kind of like combined into one. They really serve the same purpose, so I put them together. But basically, these sets are really cool. I always have loved these small $6 sets, as I've said in my episode 2 and episode 1 top 10 sets video. I really love where you get these cheap $6 sets, but you get some of your main minifigures of the movies. For example, you get C-3PO and R2-D2, and then Bib Fortuna, who I'm pretty sure is exclusive to that set. And then you get Boba Fett, an awesome figure, and same with the Gamorrean Guard. So you get some really, really good figures for a very cheap price. The builds are decent, but they do have some actually really good parts in them. So that's why these sets ended up making the list at number 10. Number 9, we have the Desert Skiff. Now this set is really, really cool. Now, I believe there will be a new Desert Skiff in 2016, I believe summer 2016, if not winter 2016, or 2017, sorry. But up till then, this is the best version. And I really do like this. Even though it is a relatively straightforward set, I like they were able to add some nice features to it. First off, in terms of the actual skiff, I like that they use a dark tan as well, not just a brown and a dark bluish gray, to really add some contrast to the set. In terms, you also have some nice play features with the ramp. I remember in the older Jabbas sail barge, the ramp was just like a piece that wouldn't actually go in and out. In this, I actually like how you can expand and close up that ramp, and then you have a nice space for weapons, and you can fit some decent amount of figures. In terms of figures, they're really good. I really like that you get Boba Fett once again in a cheap set. And this was, I believe, the first one with leg printing, so that was awesome. I do wish they might have maybe included a Gamorrean guard. That would have been pretty cool, just to sum up the set. But 4 figures is still a pretty good deal for the set. And the Sarlacc pit looks really, really nice. Maybe they could have added a few more of those like spike horns. And that probably would have summed it up. But other than that, this was a great set at number 9. Number 8, we have another pair of sets. This is the Final Deal 1 and Final Deal 2. Now these are super cool sets, even better than the previous because they're again $6, and you get your true main figures of pretty much the entire original trilogy. You get Darth Vader and Emperor. I believe the Emperor was exclusive to this set and one other, but you get your 2 main villains in a $6 set. So for younger kids back in the day who didn't have that much money but still wanted these main figures, it was an easy way to get them. I really wish LEGO did this nowadays. And then you have your Jedi Deal 2, I believe, or Final Deal 2. And this set was decent. The build is average, but again, you got Luke Skywalker and a Stormtrooper, and then I believe an exclusive Imperial officer. So all in all, these were great cheap sets with awesome minifigures. Moving on to number 7, we have Jabbas Palace. Now, yes, I know this one isn't very accurate in terms of design, but it's still a pretty cool set, just for what all it has. I like that it has a bit more of a gothic, dark feel to it, with the gates and like the flames. I do like that you, of course, get a play feature and a bit of a mini Sarlacc pit on the bottom. The figures, though, are what really draws the set. You got a nice Jabba. You, of course, get an exclusive slave Leia and then Luke. But then it's the I forget his name. It's like IG-8, I believe. He is the torture droid. I think that's a really cool figure, especially with that upside down head. I thought that was kind of clever. But all in all, this is a fun little playset with some cool figures and cool parts. Moving along to number 6, we have the ATSD from the year 2007. Now, I know in 2016 LEGO released a ATSD walker for Rogue One, but again, that's for Rogue One and not for Episode 6, so I will be leaving that one out. But this is a pretty cool set. I really like how they just use slopes to design it. I think that's a bit unique, and actually it looks pretty good. It does. It's a bit of a difference compared to just plates with studs showing. But overall, it looks pretty good. I like you can, of course, have play features. Probably the only flaw with this set is that maybe they could have included maybe a Ewok or maybe a like some stormtrooper or maybe another driver. I believe what was this? It was like $10 only, maybe 15. So this is a really cheap set, and you got some great parts. And now we move on to the top 5. Starting off at number 5, we have the Imperial Shuttle Tidarium. This is the most recent of the Imperial shuttles and probably the best. Now, I really like, for example, in the front, what they did. This was similar to the UCS version where they actually used bricks to make the front cockpit instead of that one large printed dish piece. And I think that looks really good. The only problem with the set is that it's a bit difficult to get into the interior. If they'd maybe just able to make the top removable, that would have been perfect. But still, this is a really good set. You also get the nice minifigures. I like that you got more than one Rebel soldier, and you got an exclusive Han and Leia, and then you also got Chewbacca and some cool little accessories. So that's at number 5. Number 4, we have the Imperial Inspection. This is one I've always talked about, one that I really like because the shuttle is pretty good, but what's even better is that it includes 10 minifigures, and it was $50. I mean, this was a prime army builder. You got 4 stormtroopers who are exclusive with light printing. You got 2 Imperial officers, 2 royal guards. You got an exclusive Emperor and Darth Vader. And so 7 of the 10 figures in the set were exclusive. The build was nice. I like you get a nice little cart. You can add that to your like Death Star set, and then you also get a nice little like area with the crane. That's another cool area you can add to just any scene. So this was such a good set. You got a lot of figures, a lot of rare ones, and then overall the builds are pretty good as well. And now let's move on to the top 3. Starting off at number 3, we have Jabbas Palace. This is such a cool set. I mean, much better than the last one. And yes, I get that it's a little out of scale, maybe a little small. They could maybe include another building, but for what they have, it looks great. Um, of course, the front, which you can't see at this moment, but it looks really good with the dark tan slopes. And overall, this building looks really nice. I do really love the interior of it. I like the, of course, play features. And then, of course, you got the cool tower, which has some really nice parts to it. So overall, this had a lot of good play features, a lot of good detail, and that's why it came in at number 3. Number 2, we have Jabba's Sail Barge. This set I just love. It's an awesome set. I personally like it better than the new one, just for the fact the new one, that front just didn't look good with those really like sloped pieces. I like more of these like curved types as seen in the front of this one. That looks really good. I like you can actually open up the whole thing and reveal a nice interior. Even though there are a lot of stickers, they really do add to the set. It just looks really good. And then I like you actually do get a skiff in this and a Sarlacc pit, which wasn't included in the new one. So I do really like that a lot. Added detail to it. And then you got some awesome minifigures. Of course, I love the Gamorrean Guard, Boba Fett. I believe the Han Solo is exclusive. So this set overall had great minifigures. The whole build was pretty good, and it was a pretty good value too. And that's why it came in at number 2. And number 1, we have the Battle of Endor. Now, when I think of Star Wars Episode 6, one of the main scenes I really think about is the Battle of Endor. That and of course, the deal with Vader and Luke. Those are the 2 big scenes of the movie. And this one is captured perfectly. You get a nice bunker, which it's a relatively small, but it still gets its job done. It actually looks really good. I really like you actually got an ATSD. So I mean, if they just had a bunker, it would be a good set. But I really like you get even more with the ATSD. You got speeder bikes, you got the catapult, and you got the glider. So there's so much to it. You got a ton of minifigures, including 2 scout troopers, which is awesome. You got one of those Death Star troopers. The Ewoks are all exclusive in the set, and the ATST has a pretty good build, especially for what parts it has. And so this was such a great set. It was pretty much a big main set of Star Wars Episode 6, and that's why it came in at number 1. So there you go. That's it for my top 10 LEGO Star Wars Episode 6 sets. Stay tuned for my Clone Wars top 10 Clone Wars sets, as well as probably my top 10 Star Wars Episode 7 sets. Those will be coming in the coming weeks. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon. Definitely give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And tell me down in the comments, what is your top 10 Star Wars Episode 6 sets? I'd love to hear about that. But anyways, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon. This is Burguzzer59, and I'll see you all next time.